I'm Victor Frazier with Educators Credit Union. I'm the Director of Community Engagement, but more importantly, I passionately inspire young people to make good financial decisions. Reality Check Day is important because it gives students a real-world experience of dealing with their finances. One of the things that's really great about the Reality Check Day experience is the students get to make their own decisions. And in this new upgrade that we did this year, they can actually choose their career or get randomly assigned, and they can actually see how quickly money goes.
My job was an archaeologist, and I made around $5,000 a week.
My job was business owner, and my income was $10,000.
My job and income for the reality fair was a lawyer, and I was pulling in about $95K.
My job was athletic trainer, and my income was $4,700 a month.
I was a nurse, and I had like $3,850 a month.
Reality Check Day is important to our students because it gives them a great background of what they're going to face in real life once they leave high school. Our students sometimes are unprepared for the realities that they will face, and by seeing and actually having to live a real life, they actually run through those scenarios that are going to affect them down the road.
I thought Reality Check Day was interesting because it kind of shows you how you can go into debt, and then how different expenses and luxuries can go into your daily life.
What I thought of Reality Check is it's a great way to like have fun and experience the real life, but like not actually experience the real life because we're not there yet, but you know, get a taste of it. So yeah, I thought it was fun.
And it would be as fun as it was today, actually. It kind of reminded me of almost like a reality video game or like the game of life.
I think it was pretty cool. It was like a good experience because a lot of people, they just try to blow their money on cars, shoes, and houses and all that, but they don't know what actually the real responsibility of it is.
I thought it was really fun because I got to experience like buying a house and seeing how much it would actually cost to have a kid.
I think the best interactions I see as students walk around the tables is that they're actually talking to each other about, oh man, I have 2 kids and I'm broke already, or I see that they're laughing with each other because, man, I fell down the stairs again and I broke my leg and now I have to pay to go to the hospital. And they don't necessarily realize just how much the medical issues or a life issue like that can impact the rest of them. And watching them actually laugh through some of the harder things of life that they will face, I think also gives them perspective on how they can deal with it, because we all are going to face them. And then watching each student provide, I guess I would say, perspective and opportunities of how they could problem solve through that is also really great to see.
I'll use these lessons probably in my own job and how much money I spend with my own bank account.
I'm going to use them when I go into the real life, you know, not to do those things I made a mistake on here.
I learned that to look ahead rather than just whenever you're at, let's say you're at the housing station and you have $5,000 and you say, oh, I can buy this, but then you got to look ahead to what you have to do after it. And so it's really just like focusing on the future.
Going to different stations, trying to like be cheap because you don't want to overspend and not have any money and be in debt for your credit card.
Probably for when I go to college and I buy my first apartment and I have my own job, how to be able to budget everything in, all my food, having a pet even.
I think the benefit of the Bite of Reality app is that our volunteers really have a little bit more time to spend with the students instead of negotiating a checkbook register and then filling out a worksheet and going back and forth. In today's day and age, a lot of people really aren't using checkbooks anymore. They're living on their mobile phone. So we're getting the students comfortable with having a financial experience through their mobile device.
The Bite of Reality app is so much more what these students are used to. If you could watch them on their phones, this is what they're going to do in their real life. So they're used to playing on their phones probably 22 out of 24 hours a day. And by having it, they're actually being able to see what they were doing when they were struggling to actually do it in a checkbook written. They can do it and have it taken care of for them.
I thought that the Bite of Reality app was interesting to use. And it just kind of shows you how you can go through different expenses.
What I liked about it is it's more easier to work with and it's less complications. And like it's more clear. It's more clear to see about the reality here.
What I liked about the Bite of Reality app was how easy that it was to use and how you didn't have to have super special, intricate instructions to be able to use it.
The pie chart, how much money you have left, and so I can know that I can't overspend on something. I gotta dial it down a little bit.
I really liked how real it was. It gave you how old your kid was and a name and really the income that you're gonna be receiving.
I hope they walk away with the idea that it is important to save money, that they need to look forward down the road to retirement and not just day-to-day living, that they can change their career and their decisions at any point in time. So if they make a poor decision, it's not that they can't recover from it. And also to think about the impact that their decisions have on their future. So if they decide to get married young or if they decide to have children young, how will that impact me down the road versus if I'm single or if I go to college or what job choice I choose. I think that really impacts where they're heading in the rest of their life.